Here comes another Wet Nose Wednesday. Now, this is a little bit different than what we've ever done before. Normally, we have a dog who's available for adoption, and we go through that whole process. But what we have here is a familiar guest you might remember from back in the day when he tackled Doug. This is our friend, formerly known as Cowabunga. This is Zeus the Husky, and Natalie is here with me. Hey, Natalie.
Hello.
And Roger's here with me. Hey, Roger. A different Roger than we normally have. And Roger is the adoptive dad here of Zeus. So, Roger, tell me about how he's been since you've adopted him. What's his life like now?
Well, he's been leading a pretty decent life.
Clearly, he's starving.
Yeah, clearly he's starving. Shortly, first 2 weeks after we got him, he did make his first escape.
Yeah.
And I didn't know really where he went. I went looking for him.
That's scary too, because when they start running, man, they're just running.
And fortunately, he ended up in somebody else's backyard, and the two young girls brought him home. How they actually knew that he lived there, because the fact that I have another black and white, I think they just mistake him for the same.
How in the world did they corral him?
I guess it was because he come up to them.
Yeah.
So they.
He is a pretty friendly dog. Yeah. He's not standoffish at all.
And they threw a leash on him, and they brought him back down to my house. But since then, he has never even tried, and of course I fixed the spot where he escaped from.
But that's the mark of a dog who's happy in his home now. He's not going anywhere, at least not on purpose.
And I believe it's the other two that's helped him,
Sure.
get through that. And he really enjoys being with the other two.
Natalie, you said when you were walking up, you guys kind of walked in at the same time, and you knew it was him.
I knew. Just listen.
He's a panter, that's for sure. But he was a dog that was in the shelter and had some sort of unfortunate circumstances and could have gone, he could have behavior problems and all that stuff. But he's a really good dog. And he's a success story for the Humane Society.
He's a very good success story because Raptors had him for over a year, a little over a year, and I mean he hasn't been back, so that's good.
I tell you what,
a really good thing.
I have, as you may know, I have 3 Huskies in my house, and mine never lay down calmly like this ever. There's constantly pacing or fighting or whatever. But Zeus here is just he's just a big sweetie. He's the epitome of big sweetie, and we're so happy that he's got a forever home. That's what Wet Nose Wednesday is all about. We want to find forever homes for these dogs. And we also got to say thanks to our buddies at Legacy Lawn and Pet for sponsoring Wet Nose Wednesday. Zeus, you got crazy eyes going for me right now. If you want to find out some more about what's happening at the Humane Society, they've got photos with Santa coming up, not just pet photos, but all photos with Santa. You can go over and say hi. Feasel's here very soon. We'll get some more information on that for you. And a link right below the video. But this is Zeus, and we're so proud of him and so happy for him. It's Wet Nose Wednesday, thanks to Legacy Lawn and Pet on 100.5 WKXA.